Hi, it's Tim Hagan from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode for the Coaching Conversations podcast. Now, we are on Stitcher, we are on iTunes, and multiple different channels. Please check us out. Now, one of the things that you'll get out of our podcast episodes is a lot of content, a lot of strategy. It's not fluff, it's not concept, yet we really want you to engage with the content and let us know your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If there's topics you'd love to have us address, we would love to share them with you. Let us know your impact and let us know your feedback. The greatest opportunity we can have in the workplace, I believe today, and I've had this question asked of me for 30 plus years, what do you think is the number one thing that hinders the workplace? I said, it's our ability to be candid and targeted with conflict. Let me explain that. When I say targeted, that means talking to the source where the conflict resides. So if I'm having problems with another manager of another department, what do most people do? They complain about that person to 3 other people. And that creates a domino effect that absolutely can destroy workplace cultures. Let me explain. Do you know on average when someone has a positive experience, they only tell up to 3 people, yet we tell up to 22 people when we have a negative experience? So if I'm in a meeting and I have a bad experience with somebody, what do? I'm emotional. I'm upset. I'm angry. And we have this knee-jerk reaction to tell other people about it. So when I tell 3, 4 other people, guess what they do? We don't think it happens, but it does. Even people we trust, we don't think it happens, but it does. They tell 3 or 4 people themselves. Now there's 16 versions. Now, as corny as this sounds, go watch a reality show and listen carefully. I love watching some of these real estate shows because I'm a big fan of real estate and I'm lucky enough to have a couple properties. And one of the things that I just love to watch human nature because people say, well, I feel, and everyone leads with their emotion. When we're emotional, we are not accurate. We are not rational. We are not objective. So when I say Bob attacked me in that meeting, now Bob interrupted me because he had a really good idea. And what happens is it takes on a life form of its own. So number one, conflict is every organization's opportunity. I'm going to say it again. Conflict, the ability to have conversations of conflict is every organization's opportunity. Number 2, teaching people how to have those conversations is critical. Being present, taking a deep breath before your response, asking for clarification before you offer an opinion will slow down the conversation. So recently with one of our clients, we actually practiced this. Before you responded, everyone had to take a deep breath. Before you responded, and after you took the deep breath, you had to ask a clarifying question. Could you give me a little bit more substance? It wasn't give me an example, because an example triggers people to rebuttal the feedback or rebuttal the conflict. Conflict is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagan and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.